Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again here with another video. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about cargo tape / adhesive sticky tape. Now tape comes in many different forms with different characteristics depending on the type you choose and why you want to use tape to help you create or fix or repair something. So pretty much it depends what you're doing. And I'm going to be talking about the different uses or things you can do with tape. And finally at the end, I'm going to show off different ways to storing it. Now tape can exist in many different colors and forms, like reflective tape, clear tape, masking tape, vinyl type of tape, Gorilla tape, there's that vinyl tape, clear tape, here's some duct tape, hockey tape, medical tape, and the list probably goes on and on and on and on and on. So something like this is shiny, reflective. Something like this, more durable, thicker. Something like this, grippy. And of course something like this is transparent. Use it for a label, for example. Unlike a straw, for example. Use this on a handle for more grip. Use this for use reflective tape to help you see different pieces of gear or make a label stand out or pop. And something like this could be used to reinforce something like a baggie, for example. Of course, you can use it to make different things from containers, vessels. It can be used for first aid if you got nothing else. But generally speaking, you should be using air stuff or proper stuff versus using tape if you don't need to. But you can, and I've done it with cuts. It helps to keep the skin under pressure, so you're trying to squeeze that cut together or to squeeze that skin together, for example. It can burn, but do note if you do burn it that it creates a bad smell, and that molten tape, especially if it's like duct tape, if you get on your skin, it's gonna give you a burn and a blister, and it's not hurt. And of course, tape can be used to seal, connect, and bind things together. Now, there's different ways on storing tape, depending where you want to put it, such as if you want to put it in your Altoids tin, survival pouch, bushcraft pouch, sling bag, day bag, wallet, briefcase, laptop bag, maybe on your bicycle, in your car or glove box of your vehicle, or inside of a backpack. So depending on where you want to put it, one of these methods can help or might be better than the other methods, depending on how you look at it. Now the first method I'm going to show off is the card method, which basically you put around like an old card, debit card, credit card, library card, gift card, something like that. You go on the long side of it. Now when you're doing it, hold the tape tight so it's under tension and just roll it or wrap it around and lining up the edges quite nicely. Now this is good for short amounts of tape, but it isn't so fast for longer amounts of tape where you need a continuous strip of tape. But it is pretty thin. I could squeeze a lot of those in something like a backpack, for example. Now another way of doing it is just taking that piece of cardboard, or squeezing it or flattening it down. Now it's okay on the space, and you can nest something inside also as an option, like a cup that can fit in this space. So it's not too bad. and it does allow you to have most of the roll. If you can add something inside, it's good on the space. Otherwise, not my favorite method of storing tape. Another method of storing tape is the roll method, which you can put around a tube like this, which is a pen tube, or you could put around stuff like chapstick, Sharpie, crayon, anything pretty much round works pretty well. You could put around a lighter too, which just happens to fit the same width as standard tape, so it just works. So this ain't so bad. This is, your tape's gonna be already with the gear you already have, and it winds pretty quickly. Now if you put a line through it, you can actually hold on to that and pull as much as you want off. That works with zip tie too. And you put a little tab right there and unwind it. It's pretty good for short or long amounts of tape, depending if you need how much you need, and it doesn't take up too much room. And like I said, you can run cordage for that, so you probably put that with your cordage too if you have that option, or put it around like a lanyard, like a duct tape roll lanyard. And the last method is the layered method, and basically you're staggering the tape along a surface, and it's not going to be connected. So as you can see, this doesn't not give you a continuous line of tape, but it is pretty thin. That's 7 layers, about 4 inches, so that's about 28 inches, which is about maybe almost 2.5 feet. So 2.5 feet of tape, and it's that thin and takes up that much room. Chapstick for size comparison. So I could fit that somewhere thin, maybe between a tarp, for example. Maybe if I had a tin, I can, about that big, I can stagger a bunch on it like that, and have it like this, and put this in my tin. Cut that in half if I want to, and make 2 less wide strips of tape that I can easily undo and get off as much as I want. Very quick to deploy. Sky's the limit when it comes to things you can do with tape. And having tape with you can be very, very useful, as it can seal, connect, bind, and tie things together. So if you enjoyed this video about tape, give me a big thumbs up and hit like. If you're new to my channel, you can hit subscribe to check out the latest content from me. Now, as the world changes, so must oneself. To reach a new level of skill and knowledge, one must practice. One person can't help everyone in this world, but one person can help someone in this world. Alright guys, until the next video, it's peace out from Creative Redundancy. Later.